Most founders wait until it hurts to rebrand. And if I was selfish, I would encourage you to wait like them so that you can come to us and rebrand your business. But don't be like them, okay? In today's episode, we are going through the importance of proper diagnosis of your brand and how to actually do it for your brand. So, does this sound in any way familiar? Your business is steady, your clients love your work, the results are kind of good, but lately something has been feeling off. Your growth has slowed down, the clients you want are not showing up, momentum feels like it's stalling quietly, inexplicably. You see, when that happens, most founders blame the market, the government, the competition, the economy. But more often than not, the truth is subtler. It's much closer, that the brand is not broken. It's just under communicating their true value. And like the body, when something feels off, the answer is not to panic, but to do a checkup. That is what this episode is. If you're new here, I'm Ben from Kenyan Grafik, and we help service businesses look as good as the work they deliver and get paid full price for it. This is episode 11 of the Rebrand Masterclass. Your brand health check. This is a moment to pause, a moment to listen, to align what you project with who you truly are. In the early 19th century, the medicine industry profession was at a crossroads. The physicians could describe the symptoms, the fever, the cough, the weakness, but they didn't know what caused them. Diagnosis was purely by intuition wrapped in confidence, and then came a quiet revolution. In 1816, a young French doctor called René Laennec was working with a woman with chest pain. Out of modesty, he couldn't press his ear to his chest, which was a common practice of the day. So he rolled up a sheet of paper into a narrow tube and listened through it. When he had whatever he had, that actually changed history, because for the first time the doctor could hear the heart and lungs clearly, without guesswork, without approximation. It was just the truth of what the body was going through, translated through sound. That rolled up paper later became the stethoscope, and medicine was never the same. Laennec hadn't cured the disease, but he discovered how to listen properly. He turned observation into insight. That is what this brand health check does for your business. It doesn't fix what the problem is. It helps you hear the truth beneath it, because you can't treat what you refuse to examine. So it's going to come in 3 sections. Section 1 is perception gaps. You see, every brand lives in 2 realities that are pretty much in contention: what the brand is and what it looks like. When those 2 realities drift apart, the perception gap opens up and opportunities just slip right through. So the questions to ask yourself are: do prospects often seem surprised by your price? 2, have you lost pitches to competitors whose work is not better? 3, do most of your leads come through personal introductions? And 4, does your website or proposal look dated beside your competitors or your peers? If it's yes for 2 or more, that's your first symptom that you have perception gaps. The presentation hasn't caught up with your performance. Clients are not assessing your capability from inside. They judge what they can see: your design, your materials, your confidence. When those look uncertain, they assume your services are also uncertain. Section 2 is inconsistency in your systems. Now you're going to look beneath the surface. Inside your business, does everything move in harmony? Or is every department improvising, every single person improvising on their own? Ask yourself these questions. 1, does everyone use different templates or communicate in different tones? 2, is there no single source of truth for your brand assets? And 3, do new hires guess how to present the company? When your systems are inconsistent, your story actually fractures. In medicine, if you have conflicting test results, you're causing confusion to the diagnostics. In branding, these conflicts signal doubt internally and they're causing doubt externally. Clients are not asking you to be grand, they're just asking for something that is coherent. That is what will feel predictable to them. Because a healthy brand is like a body with aligned organs. Each part is moving in rhythm with the same purpose. Section 3 is about growth. This is where the discomfort is now becoming visible. The work is good, but growth is plateauing at this point. Opportunities are not coming as easy as they used to, and it's a problem. So the questions to ask yourself at this point are, have referrals slowed down or stayed in the same small circle? 2, do larger clients hesitate even before having the good conversations? 3, do you really get invited to RFPs even though you know you could deliver on them? 4, has your win rate or conversion rate dropped in as much as your quality has stayed high? And 5, do you know deep down that your business does not look as big as it has become? If you nodded to these, now you know your problem. You have the doorway to change. It's not bad news. It's the pulse. It's a sign that your brand is alive enough to ask for help. And in leadership, this awareness is the first mercy. Every founder faces a moment when silence speaks louder than the success. When you sense your brand no longer reflects your reality, you can ignore it, you can mask it with more marketing, more hustle, more employees, more campaigns. But that is like treating pain with perfume. It just smells nice, but the pain is still there. But healing begins with courage. The courage to listen. The body, the brand is giving you signals. The team that is losing morale, the lack of conversions, these are not failures. They're the body's way of asking you for care. And care is the first act of stewardship. There's an old saying that says, he who hides his disease cannot expect to be cured. Every single great doctor, every wise founder knows this. That's why they send you for scans before they cure you. You can't renew what you refuse to reveal. We have to know what the problem is. And a brand health check, therefore, is not as an admission of weakness. It's a sign of gratitude, meaning that we have built something that is worth caring for. And healing, whether in business or in the body, begins with that first honesty. You don't need shame for the gaps, just attention. Because awareness is not condemnation, it's invitation. When you do the diagnosis truthfully, you give your brand the gift of recovery. Yep. So if this message stirs something in you, you don't have to overcomplicate the cure. You can actually take the C4 brand quiz. It's an over-the-counter version of this entire checkup. It's 10 minutes long, around 40 questions. You get to see where your brand is lacking trust and how to fix it. It measures 4 vital signs that you will see when you get to the quiz. Think of it as your stethoscope. It's a simple way to listen before you prescribe change. You'll find it on our website or in the bio or in the description. It will take you 10 minutes and it will help you just avoid many months of guessing. Because healthy brands, like healthy bodies, don't wait for collapse. They listen early, they communicate early. Growth doesn't always demand reinvention. Sometimes it just asks for attention. Every system drifts towards disorder unless the order is called for. When you learn to listen, really listen to the signals that your body, your brand is sending, you trade confusion for clarity and maintenance for momentum. Because in the end, health isn't the absence of flows, really. It's the presence of alignment, that when things go out of alignment, you bring them back. In the next episode, we are going to talk about imposter syndrome and the price that your brand is paying for it. See you in the next one.